Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
How
How
are
are
you?
you? Good. How
Yes,
are you?
ma'am. I'm good, ma'am. How are you?
Good too. Good too. Right. So, yeah, we're meeting for the first time. I hope I'm properly audible to you. If not, so please confirm.
Sometime your voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking sometimes. I'll try to join through my net mobile then. I'll leave from here. I'm joining through my mobile.
Okay.
Is it any better now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Now,
right. So I was just asking about your introduction. How are you? And tell me a bit about yourself, please.
okay. My name is Anu Jagdap. I am from Madhya Pradesh. I am a homemaker and blessed with one daughter. And I love learning new things, especially English.
Okay. Right. So how long have you been taking classes over here? I believe you're quite new here, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yes, as you said that you're a homemaker. So I believe before marriage or before having kids, were you working somewhere or no?
sorry, ma'am. I was doing job before marriage.
Okay. Right. And what did you work as?
I'm doing as a web developer.
Okay. Okay. So that's quite
Yeah.
fancy. Right. And yeah, so uh, when it comes to, let's say, now that you, as you said, that you most of the time you spend on home, but then again, the home responsibilities are not something that we can undermine. So, are you also the victim of, let's say, increased screen time?
Ma'am, can you please repeat it again?
So when I say about screen time, that means excessively watching, maybe mobile or TV. Sometimes we tend to overdo it. I certainly was addicted. I still feel that I am to a certain extent, and I think everybody is. So is it the same with you too?
Yes, ma'am. I also try that I only give screen time 2 or 3 hours. Yeah,
Hmm.
especially 2 hours in a
Sure.
day. But
Hmm.
it's very difficult for me.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I believe that too much screen time actually can affect our health and happiness. So
Absolutely.
we should, yeah. So I think we shouldn't not give that time screen time because we are addicted to screens.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so as you said that you have a target that you should be spending at least 2 hours, so not more than that. But do you
Yeah.
tend to stretch these hours
Two
sometimes?
hours, yeah, 2 hours three times. Especially, ma'am, I have a lots of work, so that time I usually I am not using mobile too much. So
Hmm.
I'm already avoid mobile.
I'm
So
already
that
avoid mobile, or I already avoid mobile.
I'm already avoid mobile.
Avoid will not come. If you're saying I am, you would be saying avoiding.
Avoiding, yeah, avoiding mobile.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So that time I'm not proper give time for a
Hmm.
screen. Yes.
Okay. I'll give you an honest confession. When it comes to me, sometimes my screen time stretches to 6 hours. Sometimes I try to keep it low. So for me, 3 hours or 4 hours is less. Anyways, most of the work that I do is related to online. So that's one of the reasons that I have to increase my screen time, or my screen time is more than the normal range. But yes, it is sometimes really high.
But
So
ma'am,
yeah.
it is maybe you are busy and you using mobile, so you can use in a good way, right? So if it's working, most of the people work from in their mobile, so that's
Hmm.
why, right? So maybe you are using this way.
Because, yeah, because of the work. Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay. What about, let's say, that on some of the days, do you tend to use your mobile phone as much whenever you're vacationing too, or is it mostly whenever you're at home?
whenever I'm at home, when
Okay.
I'm using, and when my daughter is when I was sleeping, so that time I using mobile.
Right. And how
Otherwise,
old
she
is
also
your daughter?
want.
Yeah,
Yes,
please
ma'am.
say. No, please say.
Otherwise,
You was
she also want to mobile, and she also like watch maybe screen. So that's time. That's why I avoid that time
so she
when she
also
around me.
watches the screen or she also watches the screen?
She also watch
Watch
the
or
screen.
watch it? What is
Watch
correct?
watch the screen. No,
We watches.
she watches. Okay,
Right. Because you're
watches.
telling a fact about her, and with singular subjects, we add SES or IES with the verb, right? So she watches the screen a lot.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
She watches the screen a lot. So that time I avoid.
Right. That time you avoid. Okay. So, when you, let's say, like, if I may ask, how old is your daughter?
She is 5 years old.
Okay. So she's very young. So yeah, how do you control or how do you make sure that she does not really become an addict to mobile scrolling? Because most of the children these days they have a problem of being addicted to mobile phone.
Yes, ma'am. So that time I try to that keep my daughter away from mobile, because
Hmm.
whenever she using mobile or a lot spend a lot of time on screen. So
Hmm.
I observed that she was irritated and sometimes stop eating also. So I
Hmm.
just try to keep her busy.
Hmm.
So like I give her a drawing book, or she loves drawing, and she also goes to dance classes, and
That's
yes, because she enjoys a lot.
hmm.
So that time, yes, or that time if she wants something for entertainment, so I allow that a little TV only TV time.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little like I'm not saying that children should not watch mobile screens or they should not have screen time at all, but yes, limiting this time is very important. As you're
Yes,
saying that you're already engaging her in different activities like drawing or dance classes, so that's a great way.
yes.
So children, like, why is it so important for children to stay away from mobile screens and actually indulge in some physical activity or some creative activity? Why is it so important for kids?
Because ma'am, when they are like play outdoor game, and the
Well,
physical activity, so they
one second. When you said they are like play outdoors a lot, what is the mistake in this?
they are play play outdoor game. It's like I think play outdoor games. I'm staying. I'm
So when you're saying they are, this was the previous mistake. Like I am avoid, you said. I said I am avoiding will come. If I say she, so it would be she is avoiding. If I say they, so it would be they are avoiding. Similarly, they are already playing will come or say they play.
okay.
Yeah.
So
So, what is the mistake here? This is related to present tense or tenses. If you revise and understand the importance of helping verbs and main verbs, I think we would be avoiding this mistake here. So, when you're saying is a Mara's helping verb, the main verb is in ing form. That's why I am avoiding, she is avoiding, they are avoiding. Similarly, they are playing, I am playing, she is playing. Okay, right. Continue,
okay,
please.
okay. So what I'm saying. So ma'am, they
Yeah.
are playing. Okay, so
Yeah,
uh, they are playing outside. I mean, they are
right.
playing outside. So is it correct? What?
Absolutely.
Correct
Now
sentence?
it's
So
yeah.
they are playing outside, and
Hmm.
their physical activities is very important.
Hmm.
So because whenever they enjoy their real life moment,
Yeah.
and their creativity and their growth, physical growth, it's very important that they are playing
not
outside.
not creativity, their physical growth and their creativity is very important.
Okay, their physical growth and their creativity is very important.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm. All right. So, what could be the primary reason that most of the kids these days are facing this problem? Is it because of the fact that parents are busy, or is it because of some other reason?
I think one reason is that the parents are busy
Hmm.
because they not proper give time to them. So
They,
that's
uh,
why
they
the reason.
they do not give proper time.
They do not give proper time. So
Yeah.
that is the reason. So that's
Yeah.
why they all the time spend a lot of time on a screen.
Right.
But instead, if my opinion that if parents are busy, so they can children they can try to keep busy there that time like
They
a
can try
story.
to keep, they can try to
Yes, ma'am.
keep their children busy.
Yeah, keep their uh, what, ma'am?
Children
Children's what?
busy. So instead of
Ma'am,
saying
your
that
voice are
they okay, I'm really sorry. Is it fine now or no?
yes, yes.
So instead of saying that they keep busy, they should try to keep their children busy.
They should try to keep their children busy,
Right.
right? Okay. So and they give them they give to them like a storybook or drawing or
Mm-hmm.
like something they happy with them. Children are happy with, so they can give
Yeah.
if they are busy, but not give too much screen time. Avoid.
Yeah. So yeah, you have to be really present. You cannot think that the child will just grow on its own. They require a lot of attention. We did when we were growing up. Our parents were there for us to to provide us with that kind of attention. But because of so hectic schedule these days, so most of the parents they struggle to do that. They even try to do it, but sometimes that attempt also is a little failing. Yeah. And
Yes,
yeah, as you
ma'am.
said, you were also working, but now since you have a kid, so you have stopped doing that. So most of the people, like I would definitely want you to work in the future. That would be my aspiration for you, but that is just my opinion. You have to have your opinion. You should do whatever you wish to. Mm,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Right.
If you wish to raise a child, that is the most important job that you're doing anyways. So yeah, it requires a lot of sacrifice, and it's good that you could do that.
Ma'am, every parents understood about their children and their
Yeah.
habits. They can
Yeah.
do, I think.
Yeah.
So it's not a difficult task if they
Okay.
are
Yeah,
they are what. So that's why.
of course. Okay. So, do you think that this is the biggest debate that the children are experiencing or people are doing about the screen time and how this negatively impacts the child's growth? Do you think this is the biggest debate right now concerning children, or is there some other thing that we need to be more concerned about when it comes to children?
Yes, ma'am, it is concerned because people most of the time, a lot of time is spent a lot of time on a screen. Even people also.
Mhm.
So that time they forget their real life moment and they don't know what they missed that time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think, yeah. So I think it's very, it's not good for their health and their happiness life because it's a
Absolutely.
harm their health. They affect actually their health also. And children, they don't
Their
play
health,
with their.
they affect their health or it affects their health?
It affects their health.
It affects their health. Right. Continue, please.
So and they don't play with their children. So it is very important because children are in our life. Children are very important. So
Right.
give time to them
Yeah.
and
We
play
should
outside
give
with them.
to them.
What, ma'am?
So the sentence would be not we give time to them. It should be we should give time to them.
Yes, we should give time to them and play
Mhm.
with them outside. So it's
Hmm.
because they're physical. They're for their mind also. Children's mind when they grow. So
Hmm.
that time they want parents' time.
Yeah,
So I think it's necessary that you have to give time, time for your children's, not your mobile screen or
absolutely.
something. I think you have to manage that time,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
children's time. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you noticed that in our mobile phones these days, especially the smartphone, there is a particular app which goes by the name of digital well-being?
Digital well-being. I
Yeah.
think digital well-being is also important, right?
I would just like to elaborate on that. So, digital well-being, when you let's say you sometimes receive a report on Monday that you used your phone 4 minutes less as compared to previous week, or you used your phone 1 hour less or 1 hour more. Sometimes this kind of notification pops up on Monday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that is the digital well-being app. So it somewhere gives you some sort of check that okay, time is up, you should leave the mobile phone. Even on apps like Instagram, Facebook, you can set the timer that or after 11 it's like sleep mode on, so you just
Okay.
shut your Instagram after 11 or 10. Like you can set that according to your convenience. Have you tried
Yes.
doing that?
No, ma'am. It's not.
Okay.
It's not needed. So that's why I don't use.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
there,
But
anyways, if you are using it or not, it's there in your Android phones these days. I'm not sure about Apple, but it's definitely there on Android phones.
I think it's important, right?
It is
For people.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because it's sometimes I also want to influenced with the social media. So in a good way, in a healthy way, if you want. So it is
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. So, how important is digital well being? Now that we have some idea about what digital well being is, right?
Yes.
So, how important is digital well being? And also, do you get so much influenced by something that you consume online that you tend to follow it in your daily life too?
Ma'am, when I started learning English, so that time I using lots too much time.
Then
Yes,
I
ma'am. I
was
I
using.
I watch. I'm
No,
using.
not I'm using because it's past. It would be now I was using.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
was using mobile that time, and I try to watch English content
Hmm.
for learning English, and so it's in a good way. So I think it's a disadvantage or advantage, like
Not advantage, definitely. Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
It is an advantage, definitely, not a disadvantage at all.
Yes, advantage obviously. And sometime for children are it's a disadvantages, and
Hmm.
for people if they using in a good way, so it's advantages.
If they use it in a good way or if they use it in a good way.
Is it thing? It is using good way.
So if people are using in a good way or
Yes,
people use,
if people are using in a good way.
yeah, using it in a good way, so it's good. Otherwise, it's a disadvantage.
Yes,
Yeah. I'm going to give you some sentences because I'm noticing a lot of errors in this continuous tenses. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
So verbally, I'll say it out loud. Usually, I don't have problem with my laptop, but off late, I am experiencing some issues with it. I think I'll do something about it. So sorry about the inconvenience that yeah, you might have had to face because of this. Okay,
It's okay.
so I'll verbally speak the sentences with you. Okay, and I will want you to tell me that what would be the right form of verb. Okay, so I am practicing for the project or I am practiced for the project.
I am practice for the project.
It would be practicing. ing.
Okay, miss. Okay. I am practicing from
Wonderful.
project from
Okay.
the project.
Please tell me. I am playing in a soccer team. I am playing a soccer team.
I am playing Scott
In a soccer team.
soccer
Or
team,
yeah, soccer team is football team.
football
I
team.
am
Okay.
playing in a football team, or I am play in a football team. What is correct?
I am playing in a soccer team.
Absolutely. Now tell me. I travel in a metro usually. I am traveling in a metro usually.
I am traveling in a metro usually.
Over here, I travel would be more appropriate. Actually, the sentences which I gave you, both are grammatically correct. I
Okay.
travel in a metro train is fine. Or if you're saying I am, so I am saying traveling, right? But please notice one more word which I'm adding here, which is usually. Yeah.
Usually.
So when I'm saying usually is like you do something on a routine basis.
Hmm.
Yeah. So when you're following a routine, you don't use present continuous tense for it. You use simple present tense for it. That's why I travel in a metro usually is correct.
Okay, that time I travel. No helping verb. I mean, no
No
am
and
is
yes,
or.
and no ing in the verb. You simply use
Okay.
the verb in the first form. Can you tell me any routine that you follow and give me a sentence example of the same?
My routine. My
Yeah.
daily routine.
Yeah. Anything, any sentence example of a routine that you follow.
Like I wake up at 6 a.m.
Very
and
good.
then yeah, and then I make breakfast for my family. After
Hmm.
that, I freshen up and I sometime I read a book.
Hmm. Okay. Right.
Yes,
So yeah, you told me all the right examples, right? So I read a book. So you're saying read. If you are reading right now, a book.
so
So if it is happening right now, then it's more appropriate to say I am reading.
I
I
am
am.
reading.
So let's say your mother is waking you up, or you are being woken up by your daughter. So you can say that, okay, I am waking up. Don't push me, right? So you would say, I am waking up. Like right now, you are waking up.
Okay,
Yeah, so if something is happening right now, currently, at present, so that is when we use the verb in ing form, and the sentence structure is either we add is or am or are before ing, depending on the
I
subject. Like if I is there, so I will use I am playing. If she is there, so I will say she is playing. If he is there, again, it would be he is playing. If I'm saying they or we, so it would be they are playing or we are playing.
okay, okay.
Okay. So this was the main mistake that we were making in continuous tenses. That remember, so whenever you're using verb in the ing form, so it's not always that you have to use it in present continuous. According to this tense, according to present, present continuous is more appropriate, or otherwise there are other tenses too. So we are somewhere needing to brush up on our skills in tenses. Okay.
Okay,
Since we have
yes.
learned about simple present and present continuous today, so please try to do some exercises related to it.
Okay,
Okay.
simple present. Mostly, ma'am, simple. We are using in a conversation mostly simple present or simple continuous tense. Yeah, or
Usually,
other.
usually.
Usually.
And when you're talking about past, so you would say simple past and past continuous mode. If it's related to future, so we use simple future or future continuous mode. Okay. So we can try and learn more about this by doing some exercises, and this will help us in refining our grammar skills. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
it was good interacting with you, and I wish you a great day ahead.
I also, yes,
Take care.
ma'am. Thank you so much,
Bye.
ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.